Hello and welcome to a public relations study by CASE, Crisis Analysis Strategy Element. We are a public relations company that serves the public interest to protect the ethics in business throughout the world. We analyze every situation that arises with honesty and accuracy to protect our clients and the public. We then strategize ways to implement plans to fix or avoid any potential crisis scenarios. We remain unbiased towards any and all groups, clients, public, and media to ensure objective and truthful viewpoints. We respect each individual and their contributions both internally and externally. Loyalty to our clients is of the utmost importance, both in protecting, aiding to bring the attention needed to changes, and honest guidance. We are upstanding members of the Public Relations Society of America, where we have pledged to practice the highest code of ethics and advocacy for both our clients and the public. So now you know what we do, but who are we? I am Tony Schoene, a Full Sail University graduate with my Bachelor's of Science in Business, where I was awarded as valedictorian and advanced achiever of my program. I am currently enrolled back with Full Sail University, seeking my master's degree in Internet Marketing. I have over 15 years' experience in business-to-business marketing, communications, and public relations. I am the co-founder of CASE along with my partners. Tracy N. Thomas, a former Marine, holds a bachelor's degree in music business and is currently obtaining her master's degree in Internet Marketing. She has over 12 years in the financial, real estate, and customer service field, and more than 10 years in the music business. She has thrived on making a difference in her community and lives by the mantra that customers should be treated like family. Jason Harris, a Full Sail University graduate with his Bachelor's in Science in Web Design and Development, now currently enrolled seeking his master's degree in Internet Marketing again with Full Sail University. He is a retired Army veteran who has spent 9 years as a personal management specialist and 13 years as a computer information analyst. Today we are going to analyze a crisis issue having to do with one of America's favorite coffee companies, Starbucks. There have been problems between Starbucks and its employees as of late over labor laws within the company. As we will show, there are distinct issues at play here causing an obvious disconnect between employee and employer. These issues are creating a crisis within Starbucks that is affecting its overall productivity and brand approval. Jamie Prater, an employee of Starbucks, in a petition titled "Starbucks, Lack of Labor is Killing Morale," outlines the issues from the employee standpoint. Thus far, the petition has secured over 17,000 signatures from fellow employees throughout the company. In this petition, Mr. Prater outlines problem areas that need attention, these being labor cuts, hours of employees being cut to part-time, and employees being forced to do the job of more than one person. Tenure. New employees are on the same pay scale as tenured employees. Customer experience. Cleanliness is suffering due to lack of labor as well as speed of service. Reward program. Due to the new mobile application reward program, customer tips have dwindled down a great deal, essentially eliminating a valued stream of income for employees. Starbucks has extensive policies in place to protect its employees. Amongst these policies is the Global Human Rights Statement. In this statement, Starbucks covers issues like those brought to attention by Mr. Prater. Here I will read the introduction, which is also the mission statement. Starbucks' mission includes the commitment to treat its employees with respect and dignity, and to be a force for positive action in the community in which it does business. To this end, Starbucks is committed to support and uphold the provision of basic human rights and to eliminate discriminatory practices. Starbucks respects the inherent dignity of all persons and seeks to enable all employees to do their best work by embracing and valuing the unique combination of talents, experiences, and perspectives of each employee. Here the company expresses concern against crisis scenarios such as we are facing today, with the issue from lack of labor. Furthermore, Starbucks adds in this policy that they urge employees to communicate with managers and partners to reach solutions to avoid large-scale public relations issues as we face today. This is covered in a collective bargaining section of the policy as reads: a process through which employers or their organizations or representatives designated by the workers discuss and negotiate their relations, particularly the terms and conditions of work, to reach mutually accepted collective agreements. What actions are being taken by Starbucks to end this crisis in a positive manner to save employee relations and brand approval? For more on this, I would like to introduce Jason Harris.
Hello, I'm Jason Harris, and now we'll be taking a look at Starbucks' personal relations strategy to the labor crisis brought on by their employees. But first, I want to clarify what we are indeed looking for in response. We will be analyzing this crisis through the 5 steps in which Andy Bill stated in his article, 5 steps for recovering from an online reputation crisis. And the 5 steps are: a response from the top. This will clarify that the company is aware of the current situation and is prepared to take action, as well as provide rumor control. Admit your mistakes and apologize. By doing this, you are ensuring that the scope of the situation is in line with that in which the group claims the issue is about. Plus, you are providing transparency for the company. Host the conversation. This not only shows that the company is really committed to taking action to end the crisis, but it also provides a single playing field in which to come to a resolution. Seek a resolution. In seeking a resolution, you want to be able to create a plan that will ensure the problem is resolved as quick as possible. And finally, turn distractors into evangelists. As you resolve different parts of the situation, you will more than likely be able to persuade most of the group to help provide closure for the situation. Now let's see how Starbucks' strategy aligns with these 5 principles. Looking at a statement given by Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks, it seems as if he's passing the blame to the owners of the various franchises which are located throughout the United States, and not taking responsibility for the crisis itself, which that runs into the second of our steps, admitting your mistakes and apologizing. As far as hosting the conversation, we were not able to find any such actions taken by Starbucks in resolving the issues on their blog or social media pages. In fact, in order to get a glimpse of what was going on in the situation, we found that it was written on different venues, such as CNN, Fox News, Quartz, and also YouTube. Although there were resolutions put in place by Starbucks in hopes of resolving the labor issue, but they all seemed to fall short of what the employees were looking for. One response given by Starbucks was a pay increase. But as Jamie Prater stated, Howard Schultz did not acknowledge or validate the labor crisis in the stores. Until that is addressed or simply acknowledged, my job isn't done. Another response given by Starbucks in August of 2014 was to revise the company's schedule to improve stability and consistency in work hours, week to week. But again, the employees do not have faith in the managers of the stores to not follow the scheduling provided by the automated software that they have currently in their stores. In light of the information gathered from reviewing Starbucks' strategy, they failed to complete or came just a little short of staying in line with the 5 steps mentioned by Andy Bill's article. Maybe if they would have implemented these steps provided, they would have been more successful in eliminating the crisis situation concerning the labor regulations. The one major thing that could have improved their situation would have been to bring the conversation back to a familiar place where they would only have one avenue in which to maintain control of the situation. Now let's take a look at the situation in our perspective and evaluate whether the strategies that we provide would in fact handle the situation in a more quick and timely manner.
What needs to be done? Now, in order to immediately rectify and find resolve to the issues at hand, Starbucks must take action today. Ignore any issues dealing with employees can harbor major backlash and catastrophic proportions. Starbucks is a company that prides itself on happy customers and now has to make sure that focus is simultaneously shifted to its employees. Now, according to Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks, a memo was sent out to 157,000 U.S. employees in direct response to an online petition. It announced a wage hike for all store employees and managers as of October 3rd, and Starbucks would also double the company's stock awards for employees who've been there with the company 2 or more years. Now, although these changes will boost total compensation between 5% and 15% for all workers, Schultz is also addressing the issue of morale with the company by making the dress code looser and opening the door to self-illustration. But there is also an issue now of will the employees receive the pay increase they receive annually at the beginning of the year. Now there's speculation that this may not come until 2018, skipping 2017 altogether. With so many issues at hand, the company has the opportunity to not only take a stand with its employees, but also be a pioneer in making decisions for the company and its employees. Now, on average, Starbucks employees are making about $9.35 per hour, which of course is above the minimum wage set by the Department of Labor of $7.25. With a huge fight across the United States for an increase of the national minimum wage limit to increase to $15 per hour, this comes as no surprise that employees not only want but need more. Starbucks has made billions of dollars, with the CEO walking away with $20 million just last year. With companies such as In-N-Out Burger averaging their employees' hourly salaries at $11.94 per hour, one has to question why Starbucks has not arrived to this level. Simply put, 5% to 15% is simply not enough for a company such as Starbucks. Better benefits, relaxed wear, increased hours, and access to higher shelves of the company should be a given to those who are being dedicated to the company. Now, the CEO, Charles Schultz, has started with a great social campaign of alerting the company's social networking site and obtaining massive press on raising the minimum wage and addressing the other issues stated in the petition. But he can do more. He needs not to lose sight of the bigger picture and now open up a forum for feedback, ideas, and everything else in between from the employees before a final decision was made by himself and the current and shareholders. They need to inspire action, not just inform, and in this current announcement have done only the latter. The company has the biggest opportunity to be the one of the companies to provide the basic minimum wage increase of $15 per hour across the board to its employees and set the trend for other companies in the process. In addition to this, Starbucks needs to increase its training efforts. Right now, they currently have learning development programs for barista basics, shift supervisor, retail management training, and district manager training. Though this focuses on the basics of people management and the overall store upkeep and customer service, they need to place more emphasis on motivation, problem solving, and how to effectively work with social media and the proper methods to use when speaking of the company. An employee is usually the first face that a customer will see, and there has to be an appropriate representation for the company in any single moment. Monthly or quarterly training should be implemented to ensure that this is being acted upon by all baristas and upper management. Starbucks at this point needs to live up to its mission statement. That mission statement is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. You have to start with the employees first by implementing a higher national wage across the board, all while keeping the relaxed but professional dress code, greater access to better benefits, and a better position with holding share. We foresee the company having a better foundation, beginning with happy employees, which will mean happy customers. The company has a core value that states acting with courage, challenging the status quo, and finding new ways to grow our company and each other. So why not start today? The company has the opportunity to act reasonably and responsibly and can raise the minimum wage by 2017 instead of awaiting the Department of Labor to force them to do so. Thank you so much for your time.